Hello friends, I welcome you all for a new session on the Scratch programming. In this session, we are going to see how exactly the editor of the Scratch programming is built. We'll get the complete information about the editor, what windows or what exactly the options available under this editor, so that it will be beneficial for us to use in the upcoming sessions. In last video, we have seen how to install your editor of the Scratch programming by using online method and the offline methods. Now in this session, we are going to introduce with all the small parts of this editor, what's the meaning of this and where can I make use of this particular windows in my programming. So let's start with this. So this is the editor that is available after installing the Scratch 3 programming language. I am using my online method here. I have logged in through my account, and whatever task I will be doing in this particular editor, that will be saved online on the Scratch official website. Okay, so here we can see the logo of the Scratch. Next to that, we are having one option by which you can choose the language of communication with computer. So the language of programming in Scratch here is English by default. We can change this, but remember, being in India, only English language is available. Remaining other languages of India are not present over here. So English is the most connected language in India among all of these languages present over here. So English is the default chosen language from the list of languages here. Next to that, we have an option called as file menu. When I click on file, I'll have multiple options. So when I logged in using my account, then two more options are shown over here: save as a copy and save to your computer also, or load from computer. Okay, so here we can check. When you click on new editor window will appear. Currently I have already created my editor with the new file. So when you have to create a new program, you have to click on this new option here. Save now is to save your file, but most of the time your editor is in auto saving mode. Automatically the content of this particular program editor will be saved. Okay, and here you are having option like load from your computer. Like you have saved your file on your computer, on your laptop or desktop, you can load that file in this editor by using this option. And the last, save to your computer. So if I have created one program, I want to save that in my computer, my laptop, so you can make use of this option over here. Okay, so here only file menu is useful and beneficial. After that, you can check this option present here. It contains the name of the program. So here Untitled 4 is the name of the program appeared. I can change this name as per your requirement. Like for example, I want to change this name to hello. So I type the name hello here, and now this file will be saved by the name hello online method. Okay, now if you go to the next options, here my login is present already. Here you can see all the projects which I have created. Maybe if you are created the project for first time, these options will not be visible to you. Okay, now let's come below. Here we can see three tabs: code, costumes and sounds. Now their meaning will reflect the information about themselves. Like code means the programming statements will appear over here. See this: motion, looks, sound, event, control, sensing, operators, variables and my blocks. These are the programming statements that I can use in the program. So if you click on these options, this statement will change. Check this one. Okay, so in the upcoming sessions of Scratch programming, we are going to see this contents one by one. Okay, so the programming codes, programming statements, I'll be taking from this option of the code here. Next to that, we have one more tab called as costumes. Costumes means the design of the controller, design of the main controller of the program can be done by costumes. In again upcoming session, we'll talk about the costume tabs. And sound, if I want to add some sound to my program, so I can edit or I can add these sounds with the help of this option present over here, that is sounds. Okay, so After these options, we are having very large blank window, okay, present over here. Check this out. This is a rectangular window present over here. This window is called as program area. Program area. So I will write my program in this area only. Okay, how to? So these are the programming statements. So I will just use my mouse, okay, drag that using a mouse and just put it here. Okay, so I dragged and put it here one by one. If I don't want this statement, again I will drag it by mouse and drop it here. Okay, so this is the area where we can put your programming statements in a sequence which is expected by you. Okay, so that programming statement will be appearing at this particular area. You can see few more options present over here, like plus means you can maximize the size of the statements. This is you can minimize the size of the statements, and this is we can reset the size of all of the statements. Okay, so here the programming statements will appear. Now next to that we have two more options present here. Okay, so this option is called as go. Go means the program will be executed by using go. Okay, again in upcoming session we will talk about what the meaning of this particular green flag. Then next to that we have one red button present here. Its meaning is stop. So when your program is running, after clicking on the green flag, program will start running, and if you want to stop that program, so we can make use of this stop option here. Stop, this is start and this is stop. Okay, now next to that we have having some options like visibility of the output window. So before that, let's see what exactly output window is. See, this is we call as the output window. This is the program window, okay, and this one is called as the output window, and the center of it we can see one small image of the cat. That image or that cat is called as a sprite. So whatever the program you write here in this program area, that program and programming statements will be performing the operations on this particular cat. Okay, so this cat we will be controlling through the programming statements over here. So remember, only single cat or that cat is not compulsory to use. We can change that cat. We can use few more different kind of these sprites, and we can control them also. Again, we will see in upcoming session how to control this particular sprite. Okay, so output window is present. This is what the output window is, and we can control this output window with the help of the program, as we have seen already. Okay, so just below to this particular programming window, we are having the properties of this sprite. Okay, so this is what the properties of the sprites are. The name of the sprite is appearing over here. Next to that we have position of the sprite, then we are having visibility of the sprite like this, then we are having a size in percentages and the direction. Okay, so in next session I will talk about all these properties, how we can change and how we can modify this particular properties so that your sprite will appear in different ways. Okay, below to that we can see this sprite which is currently enabled in the output window. You can see this is already enabled, and there is one garbage bin present here, just like recycle bin of your Windows. If I click on this, this sprite will get deleted. Okay, so if I delete this sprite, you can just click on this particular option. Okay, now as I told, only this single sprite is not compulsory to use. I can add multiple sprites also, or multiple different such kind of images also in your output. So to add that, we are having one option present here. Check it out. When I click on that, it's the window is popped up and it's showing the option like choose a sprite, and few more icons, 4 more icons are present onto it. So we can make operation with the sprite as per the requirements. And the last window which is appearing over here, this is called as the backdrop. Backdrop means background of this particular sprite. Currently the background of the sprite is in white color, pure white color. If I want to change this background, which is called as a backdrop in the Scratch, I can change it with the help of this option present here. So when I move my mouse onto it, you can check the options of the choosing a backdrop are appearing, and it also contains 4 icons on this pop-up menu. Check this out. Okay, so background can be changed with the help of the backdrops option. So whatever background is visible to you, you just can choose it from there, and that will appear here also. Okay, so before coming to the end, I'll just show you this one. Okay, so currently the output visibility, okay, output visibility or the appearance of the output in the Scratch editor is enabled here like this. This is already enabled, is shown in the blue color. If I want to make the output in the full screen mode, okay, in the full screen mode, so I can choose this option. You can check 4 arrows are present. So when I click on this, see, the output window will be available in the, or will be shown in the full screen. Okay, and now the activities which we have created with the help of the program will appear in full screen pattern on your computer. Okay, so if I want to minimize it again you can see the option 4 arrows going inside. Okay, so full screen control, like, okay, fine. So in this way we can control this particular output window and the visibility of the sprite also. Okay, so this is how the editor is present. In the upcoming session, we'll see one by one the usefulness of all the options that we have seen in this particular session, how to make use of them, and how can I effectively write your program by applications or the icons which are present on this window. Okay, so we'll be starting using this particular sprite from the next session. Happy programming and thank you.